Great start to the day. Excited about the win. We have a ton of ways that we can and are going to need to improve out of this football game. I thought defensively they played with passion, played with effort, played with energy, tackled relatively well in space. Did a really good job for most of the night. Offensively, there are times where we were clicking, handling things, played efficiently. At other times, simple things that we can control, where we didn't operate as efficiently as we can. Going to need to clean those things up as we continue to move deeper into the season. But for us, 7 months of work that goes into getting to this point. Building something from scratch, and I'm talking about relationships, who we are, what's the standard, what's it mean to be a Tennessee Volunteer football player. Really proud of getting to this point, playing with effort and passion and energy, being able to celebrate a win, and obviously we'll get back on Saturday and have an opportunity to watch the video and get a whole lot better from there. With that, I'll open it up to some questions.
We'll start with David here to the left, then we'll go to Trey in the back right.
Josh, how would you compare what you saw offensively tonight to what you saw in camp?
Yeah, I thought the run game operated relatively efficiently at time. A couple times that we weren't on the right hat. But I thought the pass game was really hit and miss from us tonight. Some of that was quarterback decision-making, then being accurate with the football. Some of it's wide receivers being on the same page. A couple opportunities to catch it that we don't. We're going to have to be a whole lot more efficient in the pass game than we were tonight.
Hey, Josh, Joe was 9 for 11 at the end of the first quarter, finishes the game 11 for 23. What did you kind of see after that second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, where you guys just started to run the ball?
Some of it's what they were doing and where you felt like you had an opportunity, some drop 8 coverages. There were a couple times that I didn't like his decision making. There's some things that were open. A couple guys running open down the middle of the football field that he doesn't recognize and see. There's some things that he's got to clean up. Offensively, we're going to have to clean up a bunch of things too. At the same time, there were some positives coming out of it as well.
We'll go to Wes here in the far right.
I guess with just the operating the offense in terms of efficiency, moving at that pace, it's maybe one thing to do it in a scrimmage and then to do it in the game. Didn't seem like there were many issues there, at least from the outside. Was there?
No, there's things that we can definitely clean up and operate. I think that's part of the passing game at times, and there's some decision-making, some of our RPO game that can be a whole lot better. The adjustments to what you prepare for, to what you ultimately see, being able to be cleaner in that during the course of a ball game. There's a lot of ways that we will get better. Players, coaches, all of us together. It's week 1, year 1. We got to win. Enjoy it tonight. Told the team you have to, man. It's a hard game. At the same time, we'll come back on Saturday after the coaches get back off the road, and we got an opportunity to get a whole lot better.
Rob here in the middle, then Patrick to the left.
Coach, you brought about 88 plays, just the pace of play, and what was that compared to your favorite?
We don't have a set number of plays that we want to run during the course of a ball game. Every game unfolds differently, so how you handle those situations is extremely important. I thought when we played with tempo, our kids operated relatively efficiently. You didn't see a bunch of pre-snap penalties. There's things that once the ball is snapped that we got to clean up for us to operate as efficiently as we possibly can. A bunch of that you guys could see in the pass game.
Coach, you mentioned you saw some things from Joe that you liked. What were some of the positives that you take from him right after the game?
Up until the fumble, I thought he did a good job of taking care of the football. There were opportunities where he used his feet. There's a couple of times that in using his feet, there's things that are open down the middle of the football field that he doesn't have to get out of it. I think early in the football game, he operated really efficiently with what we were doing. So some things on third down that we got to clean up.
Go to Eric in the middle.
With Cooper Mays going out earlier in the game, the decision to put Ollie Lane in there, go ahead and slide Marvin down, what kind of went into that?
Just how they've prepared and played during the course of practice. Felt like that gave us, the best 5 at that time.
And what did you see from Ollie Lane? Did you like, without watching film yet, did you like what he gave you?
Yeah, inside I thought they did a good job. The communication with Cooper going out and Jerome getting everybody in sync on the same page in our run game. We were pretty much hatting them up the way that we wanted to, the right way. That part of it was really good to see from Jerome, and obviously Ollie bumping in there.
Austin and Jimmy.
You gives up 6 points tonight. I know they hit you on a couple of rough plays, but your overall thoughts on the defensive line? They seem like they're pretty disruptive.
Yeah, I thought we played vertically, disrupted and distorted and changed the line of scrimmage really pretty consistently throughout the night. Second quarter, you saw them have a couple of drives, extended some things, hit some plays, a couple boot plays, some three-level passes that we got to clean up. But for most of the night, I thought first, second, and third level operated pretty clean, efficiently, headed things up the right way, communicated really well, and as much as anything, played with great effort and strain.
Small, Tyon Evans, each 116 yards and a touchdown. Just assess how you felt like they played tonight.
I thought they pressed the line of scrimmage for most of the night, did a really good job of getting vertical. Front-wise, they were a little bit different than some things that we had planned for. They adjusted to it, handled it, delivered blockers. I thought they took care of the football really well tonight. Overall, really pleased with their performance.
We'll go to the middle, Ben and Mike.
Yeah, Coach, just what's the status on Jimmy Callaway, and how would you assess what you saw from your receivers tonight?
I thought there were some positives. We as a passing unit, if you want to describe it that way, quarterback and wide receivers didn't perform the way that we're capable of and the way that we're going to need to moving forward. There were some positives early. We can be a whole lot better as the night went on, and we're going to be Jimmy Callaway, expecting to have him back really soon.
Josh, what is Byron Young's status? Not playing tonight. Do you expect him back next week?
Do expect him back. We're working through NCAA eligibility process with the previous school that he attended after high school, and so we're working through that process currently.
Brett to the far right.
Coach, how good is it just to get a game under your belt? I mean, just to not to reassess, but to
Not reassess, but certainly it got to it's at the point. I said it leading up to it. We had to go play a game, and you find out a whole lot of good. You find out some things that you got to get a whole lot better on, and that's on the field. It's off. It's all of us together. This is a 12-week journey, right? This is week 1, year 1. Told the guys, enjoy it tonight, man. It's been 7 months of hard work. At the same time, we can be a whole lot better, and you typically do. If you approach it the right way, a lot of coaches will say week 1 to week 2 is an opportunity for your biggest improvement. I don't know that that's the only time you can make those kind of strides, but you certainly have an opportunity to deal with the reality of who you are and where you were deficient that night and how you can get a whole lot better. I believe that our kids are going to come back in the building on Saturday and be excited about getting back to work and getting a whole lot better.
Blake, then Adam.
Josh, you mentioned some of the struggles and inconsistencies of passing game.
Yeah, started well, and then just, for a multitude of reasons, right? Protection breaks down. He's scrambling around, doesn't have his eyes on the right spot, misses somebody running down the middle of the field. Then you don't throw and catch it. I mean, everybody played a part in it.
Did you think about making a quarterback change during that stretch?
No. Yeah, there wasn't anything that was earth-shattering that felt like you had to make a change. Like, we believe in Joe, believe in the other two guys too, and really do. Strength of the position can never be one guy. They're all going to have to continue to compete and get better, but Joe's going to need to continue to get better too.
Adam in the front.
Kind of following up on that, are you concerned at all that Joe struggled more in the second half than in the first? And what's the update on Cooper?
We'll have a chance to go back and watch the tape, and guys are going to continue to improve. It's the first time that we've played inside of the system, inside of a live football game, and it was in Neyland Stadium. A lot of really good things we can get a whole lot better at too.
And Cooper's injury?
Yeah, at this point, expect to have him back for the following week.
To the middle.
Coach, Milton was throwing some hard balls out there tonight, and we also saw some drops. Do you think that his fastball kind of contributed to that, or?
Nah, I mean, those are deep vertical seams. There wasn't anything short that got dropped. It's all of us executing at a higher level than we are.
Coach has time for one more. We'll go to Wes.
I know a lot of the defensive linemen in camp talked about verticality and kind of want to be more aggressive, getting in the backfield. What about the push there?
Yeah. I thought we changed the line of scrimmage tonight. Played on edges, played vertical. We're going to need to continue to improve on that as we get into deeper into our season. But I thought for week 1, there were a lot of positive steps up front.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
We will have players up